Hi YouTube, I'm Aiman. And if you have an OpenAir Robot 3, and you have this problem with this blinking light right here, I'm going to show you how to diagnose and fix the problem that we're having. So according to online troubleshooting guides, if the light is blinking, that means that you either have too much litter or waste. But as you can see, there are no litter or waste here. Or that the cat is overweight. But, Bella, you're not overweight, right? Yeah, she's not overweight. And if you're familiar with this machine, you would know that the way it cycles is that it turns around halfway and then it turns back. But the problem that we're having, and maybe you are having since you clicked on this video, is that it goes past that halfway point and it keeps on going. And maybe the key will come out, and we're going to try to demonstrate it, but we don't know what will happen because sometimes the key goes out and sometimes it just stops. Keep an eye on Bella. Right here we're going to simulate or show you the problem. We're just going to put the power in. Now it's going to take a while, so we're probably just going to fast forward it, so let's see what happens. Past it's halfway. Yep. Now it's going fast. I'm gonna stand by just in case I need to pull it out. If you press the power button, which I don't recommend by the way, and let it keep going, well, it's gonna keep going, and basically what's gonna happen is that the top might come off, but the key might also come off as well. Now we're not going to demonstrate this since I don't want to have to replace the parts if they get damaged, so I definitely do not recommend pressing the power button after this. Let me show you how to reset it. So in order to reset it, you have to take off the top cover. Of course, you should unplug the power first. I forgot that step, but let's restart. So first take out the power, and first you have to take off the top. So in order to do that, you're going to press on each side, this notch, and then just push it from the front. Alright, now we can just slide it off and look at the notches just so you can tell what's going on. Now, next we're going to take off the globe. When it's in this position, when it's already past its cycle, you're going to be careful. Under normal circumstances you won't have to do this, but the spring right here is going to be compressed, so when you take it out, you're going to want to lift it a bit. You want to push down on this and then just let it go slowly and carefully, and then you should be able to take it out. And to do that, you can just lift it. There we go. So in any case, for problems like these, you want to clean out the waste and litter. So we're going to take out the waste collector or basket, set that aside. Now the problem that we had was actually, if you look right here, this is the weight sensor. So when it's overweight, this piece right here is gonna push down or in, and it's gonna, let's see, let me get this. It's going to push a piece of metal or a contact against another piece of metal, and it's gonna close a circuit that signals that it's overweight. Now, our problem was that we actually had like a clump of sand or some small rock wedged in between the contacts, and we simulate that here with a I'm not sure you can see it, but we simulate that here with a piece of plastic, and that's how we were able to simulate the problem. Now we took that out, but in order to take it apart, to take it out, you have to take the whole model apart. So in this video we're going to show you how to do that. There are two pieces to the base, and we have to take it apart in order to get to the inside, and in order to do that, you're going to notice there's this seam. That's where they separate. Now all the screws to take off are on the bottom actually, so we're going to flip it over. There are around 9 screws that we have to take out, if I recall correctly. We actually took it apart before, but we forgot. These are all the same screw, so you don't have to worry about having to categorize them. Now, for some of them, you could probably use a regular screwdriver. It might be a bit tricky for this one to get out, but for this one, you literally just can't get it in. So you're gonna have to use some sort of long screwdriver like we have right here. So there's one here, 2 here. 1, 2, 1 here, 1 right here. Can you see it? So 4 on this side, and same on this side. 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 1 down here. So we're going to take all of those out. It's a bit hard to see, but see. We should probably fast forward this. Before you take the top part of the base off completely, as you can see we have our screws down here, you want to notice a few things. Before you take it off, there's going to be a wire that's connected right here. This is the cat sensor. It runs all the way through here. There's also another wire down there, which I'll show you later. But you're going to want to disconnect this. Alright, so we're going to set the top part on right now. We're just going to let it rest. Now the cat sensor here, in order to take it apart, you have to use two hands. So you have to grasp one end. I'm not sure if you can see it. You have to grasp one end, and then gently push out the other one. And you have to do it with two hands so you don't rip the wires apart. Next up, all you have to do is feed these wires out of these hooks or these organizers, and then just feed it out through. On the bottom, there's these two wires right here. You're gonna have to feed them one at a time through this hole. You could pull it out through here. Like I said, one at a time because there's only so much space. And then take it out. So here on the bottom, this is actually what I wanted to show you. So we have this piece of plastic simulating the stand. We're gonna take that out right now. So the way the weight sensor works is that when it gets overweight, it's gonna push down or push out, and these two contacts will make contact and close the circuit. Now, if you want to take the contact out to clean it, all you have to do is take a needle nose plier, just grasp it right here, and pull it out. We found out that the easiest way to do this is to take your pliers on one side and your hand on the other. There's a connector on this side that you just want to take hold of, and you can take hold on this side. Then, using the combined strength, you can take it out. And if you need to, just pull it out its connector. And clean it if you need to. And then just put it back in. It just goes in like that. Then just slide it in. And there we go. Alright, so on the other side, it's the same way. You just have to use both hands to pull it out and put it back in. Now, I don't want to prolong this video too much, but the way to put it back in is just the same as removing it, but in reverse. I don't want to put it in right now, so I don't prolong it. I think during my explanation, I said that the way it works is that the weight sensor opens the circuit. Now, it closes the circuit. Now, the way it actually works is that it opens the circuit. The contacts separate instead of coming together. That's how it works. So when you put the contacts back on, you want to make sure that they do connect. Alright, so in our next video, we're going to show you how to replace the cat sensor. And if you need to, I'll see you there. I'm Aiman, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, look at other videos on EYeOnAiman, especially the cat sensor video if you need to check it out. And I'll see you there. I think I said that already. Signing out. Peace. And it looks like it's working pretty fine, right? It's cycling.